Impact slash world building podcast episode. So we're going to be taking a look at one of the places in Genshin Impact, and we're going to be talking about our thoughts on how they constructed this world and how it relates to world building and writing in general. So this is actually what is it called again? Stormterror's Lair. So this is where it is, and basically this is where the first boss of the game lives. Well, we already defeated him, but I think there's other stuff to check out here too, and we're gonna just take a look at what it looks like. So this place used to be the old capital of Mondstadt before they moved to the island, and who lives here? It's Dvalin, who is, this giant dragon who represents... Oh, someone shot me, I think. That's why I fell down.
Ooh.
Oh, they're not letting me go up for some reason.
Ooh.
Weird. But yes, I'll show you what it looks like.
Okay, awesome.
So this kind of looks like, have you watched Castle in the Sky? I think it kind of looks like that, with the broken bridges and the place in the sky.
It does. I love Castle in the Sky. I would have to say it was one movie I didn't expect to take my breath away, but when I saw it for the first time, I was blown away by the world building of Castle in the Sky and just the thoughtfulness of the story. I think it was, to be honest, sometimes I find Miyazaki's earlier works sometimes better than his later works.
Definitely. I think his later ones, especially Howl's Moving Castle, weren't really that impressive.
I loved Howl's Moving Castle, but later things like... I'm trying to think. Howl's Moving Castle, it was beautiful, but it's just that it felt very... there was a lot of illogical things about the world building that didn't make sense, especially with the war thing. Like, why did he have to cram in the big war thing and things dropping down, and because that was never in the book.
By the way, do you remember this guy? He looks like the dude from Castle in the Sky.
Oh, yeah, the guy, and then she says, she just said, "Don't shoot him," and then they shot him, and he was trying to oh man, that was such a heartbreaking scene.
He's trying to shoot me right now, and he's way too high level, but I'm trying to find Dvalin, because apparently there's a quest here that says confront him, so I don't know what that means. Like, are we going to fight him again, or what is it? I'm going to have to find it out. Yeah. I wanted to show you, yeah?
Just a random thing. Does Sheeta remind you a lot of Malka with her personality? A little bit?
I think so, you're right. A little bit.
Yeah, oh my gosh, now I want an AU of Joel and Malka in Castle in the Sky.
Oh yes, so I can basically zoom in and I can show you the other teleport points. Here, I'll show you this one. It's easier to see, so I don't have to fight all these monsters.
Awesome.
Okay, so this is one of the levels, and basically... Oh, so I can just press F and we can confront the dragon. Hopefully we don't have to fight him again. But here it is. So basically this is a tower, and you can see everything that's below it. So it's basically a bunch of runes.
So expansive.
And basically we're, kind of located at the top. I'll climb up and show you what it looks like.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's a wind current here, so that allows you to fly up to the top. There's even a top further up. Yeah.
Ooh, that's so beautiful.
Yeah, so I'll show you what it looks like at the very top. This is the very top.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh my gosh, you're right. It's so Castle in the Sky. It's like that scene where she's trying to escape.
So that's what it looks like.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
I think I can climb up to the top. Let me see. I don't think so, but this is what it looks like.
I love it. We might get something like this in Skill, Blood, and Bone.
Look, there's also a body of water there, too.
Oh my gosh, so it's like a mini island or something, or like a moat. I love this. Ooh, scale down.
I'm just gonna come back down again.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, look at those rings. Ooh. Oh, it's like a floor.
Yes, I'm gonna go back up go back up here again and then confront the dragon and see what happens.
I can't wait to see him. I hope he's a big classical dragon.
Oh, you're gonna like him. He actually is based on a sea creature, I think. A sea, something, this magical newts thingy. Oh no, I can't do it yet. So basically, domain unlocks at adventure rank 25. I'm only adventure rank 21.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, we're close. We're close.
Yeah, we're close, but I just wanted to explore this place a little bit more to show you.
Yeah. I just love dragons.
Yeah, well, you can look up Dvalin online. He's blue and he kind of looks like a sea slug. I think that's what he was based off on because I remember on Wiki people were comparing him to something called a sea slug and he has the same colors.
Ooh. That sounds beautiful, and I've seen sea slugs. They can be really beautiful.
Yeah, let me see if there's a picture of him in archive. Oh, by the way,
Ooh.
I thought you would like this color scheme. It looks a lot like Jewel.
It is Jules' color scheme. Oh my gosh. And the stars too, because he navigates the stars on the ocean.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they don't let you talk about Stormterror's lair. I guess you have to explore more of it for it to unlock. But Living Beings doesn't have it. Books, maybe?
I don't know. Let's see.
Oh, here are all the books that you gathered, so you can read all of them.
Oh, wow.
There's no pictures, though. But yeah, you can just go on Google and look up Dvalin. I don't have any pictures of him here, unfortunately.
I'll probably do it after the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's really big, though. I think Jewel is a smaller dragon.
Yeah, before I was going to make Jules very big, but then making him so big kind of makes him illogical and it makes him like Godzilla, doesn't it? If you make him too big.
Yeah.
So I decided to make him a little smaller.
Mm-hmm. So here's what all those buildings look like from the distance if you're not actually on top of the building. So I just teleported to a place that is further away so we can take a look at it from here.
I love it. Oh my gosh, and so why did the people move from the capital? I mean, from this capital anyway. Was it because of Dvalin?
Yeah, because Dvalin abandoned them, I think, if I remember the lore correctly. Was
he like a protector?
Yes, he is.
Oh my gosh. So it's actually a little bit like Scale, Blood, and Bone, like with the old god, isn't it?
It is, yeah, because each city has their own god, and that is usually a person. And, well, basically Mondstadt's element is not water, it's actually wind, or anemo.
Oh my gosh, yeah, because of all the windmills.
Yeah, and that's why, Dvalin is actually a wind god, and you can see that his lair is protected by these winds.
That's why. That makes a lot of sense. And, they would have to be more dependent on the wind just because of where they're located, because they would need wind to make the ships sail and grind their wheat, too.
I'm going to try to see if there is something about Dvalin. There should be. Filter. Let's see. Collected? No.
Oh.
Mondstadt Tower. So here, in the time of the aristocrats, there stood a high tower in Mondstadt's plaza. It was built to honor Barbados the Enemo Archon. So that was the original god. But he was allied with Dvalin, if I remember correctly. Yet in reality, it was nothing more than a flamboyant display of wealth and power by the royals to gloat over the commoners.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, during one Ludi Harpenstrom, a wandering singer from a distant land arrived in the city.
Inez.
Yeah, so basically this is an epic.
Whoa, this is cool. I should build some more lore for Jules' world.
Yeah, Ballads of the Squire. So then these are these ballads, of Mondstadt.
Oh. I always wondered why in Genshin Impact, like, I would see some of the ads and people would talk about ballads and, this was the flair of the aristocrat. So I always wondered what that was.
Oh, here's one about dragons. To her lonesome listeners, she told a tale of our rulers' better ancestors who held divine power, a tale of angels, gods, and vile dragons, a tale of the deities and peoples of all land. Each myth and legend she turned to song, and the wind carried the song to all the corners of the land.
Oh, that's beautiful. I also realized something too. We don't have any like music in Jules' world. I think we need more music.
You're right. I think it would be great if we found out more about the music.
Yeah. We should have a character good at music. I don't know. We might actually get more characters, I think. Maybe
Sam,
more
is he
shadow
good at
people.
music?
He he makes music. Whether or not he's good is debatable.
Mm-hmm. I'm just current. Oh yeah, so basically, I didn't know this, but basically, you can actually re-watch, I think, or re-listen to some of the dialogue that's already happened.
Oh wow, that's nice. That isn't you don't get that a lot in games.
No, you can't see anything. So you click on it, but you can't see anything.
Oh.
I'm thinking about turning these adventures into songs after we're done.
Ah, so you can just listen to
Hopefully,
it
this song will be sung for years
Oh.
to come by the people of Mondstadt, just like the legend of Vanessa.
like that.
Oh, but that's actually nice for voice clips.
It is. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's a Dvalin voice clip.
Does he talk?
He does.
Wow, he talks. I love that. We need more talking dragons.
Yeah, I can't see it. I think it's because he's from these really big scenes, and a lot of them are fused into battle scenes.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So is he angry at the people?
Man, I should have paid more attention to the lore, but I was just so focused on beating the level. He wasn't angry at the people, but he got corrupted. There was this group of people that we have to defeat in Genshin Impact who have basically sent a mage to corrupt him and basically kind of make him very angsty and basically believe that people have betrayed him or not listening to him anymore. So that's why he started raging against the people in Mondstadt, and that's when we first enter the game. We see him, trying to destroy the city. So then, that kind of creates a lot of problems because people always respected him, but now they see, this almost godly figure turn against them.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, I love that lore. But it's so sad that happened to him. Like, why were they corrupting him? Like, were they trying to get the people to move out for their own gain or something?
That's what we have to find out, because there's this secret order that's basically corrupting a lot of these, old gods and all these other creatures to kind of do something. We don't know what that is.
Oh my gosh. The lore grows deeper.
It is, yeah. But basically,
Yeah.
that's him. And basically, we found out with someone called Venti, who is actually Barbatos, but incarnated as a human. So the Archon of Enemo, who was incarnated as a human. And he's actually a bard. And, he's an overconfident bard who likes to make a lot of songs and stuff. And, he always had a strong bond with Dvalin. But then, this is why, and we find out that the main character has the ability to purify certain things. So then, she was able to purify Dvalin's tears and also his heart eventually. So he became normal again. And that's why he's no longer the enemy. Yeah.
I hear the voice
Oh, I'm glad. I love it when, like, an enemy you find out it's a misunderstanding and then he becomes your ally. I love these. Enemies to allies forever. I love it.
Yeah, honestly, okay, maybe we should go to YouTube and rewatch the scenes after this because I kind of forgot the whole thing because I started playing Genshin last year, back in November, and I took a really, really long break after that, and I only started playing again, I think, a few weeks ago. So that's why my lore is kind of weak because there was a huge break in between all these, very important events in the story.
That makes sense. I mean, don't feel bad about it, man. I mean, you had a rough time with the computer last year.
Yeah, it was so bad. I could barely do anything. Like every time I tried to fight, it would be so laggy that I couldn't even plan my next attack because, the screen would just freeze.
Ooh. Man, it felt like 2006 all over again.
I know.
It felt like middle school.
It did. But yeah, here's more of the architecture you can see.
I love this. And you know, I think it's very important to think about lore too for world building because, you know, every world, every location, every town, every city, every village, every little spot that you can think of has its own history. And the history is not only influenced by its environment, but I think it reflects on how the people and how they act and how they react and, you know, what are the various factors that are influencing people that, you know, create all these factors that create the lore in itself.
Absolutely. So I think that's it for this episode. You know what? We probably could try to do like a stream where we watch all the the cutscenes about Dvalin next. What do you think? I'm gonna think about how to do it because there is a way to stream our reactions to YouTube, right? I think, or at least my
Yes, I
own.
love
I'm not sure
reactions
how
to
to. I'm
YouTube.
not sure how to include you though. Do we have to go on Zoom to do it?
Um, I have no idea. We'll find out.
We'll find out. But yes, thank you for joining,
Yeah,
everyone. See you in the next Genshin world building series, which is going to be Liu Harbor.
absolutely. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining. Hope
Too
this is
worried
helping you
about the
guys. Thank
well-being
you
of our
guys.